What's going on, guys? It's your boy JAYPAT back again with another video. Today I just kind of wanted to go through the conference finals are set. The conference finals are set. But first, before I start the video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button. It goes a long way on our road to 300 subscribers. We're almost there. We're this close. You right there watching this video, you can help me out and get me closer to 300 subscribers. And the second round was great. The second round of the NBA playoffs was great. We had 2 Game 7s, and then we had a Game 6 and then a Game 5. So no sweeps. Perfect. I don't think there was any sweeps in the first round either, which was exciting. We'll start in the West. The Timberwolves and the Nuggets, Game 7. It had everything. It had everything that you could want. It started out with Minnesota getting an early push in that first quarter, then Denver took control of the game here. I think they were up to 20 points at one point. That guy was hyped. Right there. This is the last 3 minutes of the game. Look at the defense. The defense of the Timberwolves was the deciding factor in this series. Like, when your best player is guarding full court on Jamal Murray like that sends a message to the team, and that's a big deal, man. That's how good of the defense the Timberwolves have. And this is going up against the Denver team that's the defending champions, had a great regular season, as an MVP of the league. Like, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. I'll say it again, but like this Minnesota team is literally designed to beat the Denver Nuggets and to stop Jokic. And you saw that this series. I wouldn't say they stopped Jokic, but they did some damage on Jokic. They limited him a lot on the offensive end. And it's just the defense of the Timberwolves. I can't say it enough, man. It was a decision maker. This feels like a change of the guard. This feels like Anthony Edwards is actually becoming the face of the league that many people are saying. And no one else could do this to Denver. Like, this never happens to Denver. Like, this is insane. Over to our other Eastern Conference matchup, Pacers against the Knicks, and this has been a great series, man. This has been a great series. New York looked like they were going to easily beat them in the first 2 games, but Pacers show their depth. They show their youth. Pacers are underrated defensively team. They played great defensively in this series, in my opinion, what I watched, you know. And you can't even deny the fact that, like, the Pacers are without Mathurin, who was a starter all year, and without Bruce Brown, who was, I think, a starter as well. Like, they're doing this without 2 starters. See, Brunson's going to do his thing, but at the end of the day, like, they had too many injuries. Anunoby being out, Bogdanovich, Mitchell Robinson, those are 3 huge pieces for their team. They were already without Julius Randle, so it's like there's only so much you can do. Like, the Pacers had the depth in this series by a lot. Josh Hart was playing with a hurt abdomen, whatever that means. Siakam is a very underrated piece of this team. Like, they don't do this without Siakam. They don't make it this far without Siakam. I know they got Halliburton. Halliburton's great, but Siakam is the driving force. He has the championship experience. And he's just not afraid. He's a great defensive player. McConnell was also very great in this series. But this series came down to health. It's a shame. As much as I wanted the Knicks to lose this series, it's a shame that they weren't full healthy in this series. They'll be back. Knicks will be back. As a Sixers fan, I can say they're going to be back. They add a piece or 2 next year. They're going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals without a doubt. Here's the updated bracket. Final 4, baby. This is the Final 4 so far. I picked the Mavericks to make it this far, and they did. My prediction is good there. I had the Nuggets being the Timberwolves. I think I had the Suns actually being the Timberwolves, which was a terrible pick. And then I had the Timberwolves losing to the Nuggets in 7. Obviously, it was wrong there. I had the Celtics beating the Cavs. I think I actually said it in 5, so I was right there. And then I have the Knicks beating the Pacers. I didn't know that the Pacers were going to deal with, or the Knicks were going to deal with that many injuries. But here we go. We'll start in the East. With Celtics Pacers. This should be a 5 or 6 game series. Celtics winning. unfortunately for Pacers fans, the truth of the matter is like you went up against a depleted Bucks team without Giannis for the entire series, and then Dame Lillard was out for a little bit. Like, you're a good team, but you're not good enough to beat a healthy Bucks team and a healthy Knicks team. Like, it's just the facts. You guys are an up-and-coming team. You guys definitely remind me of the Hawks a few years ago when they made it to the conference finals out of nowhere. Like, no one expected that. This is a very similar run when you just catch fire at the right moment and have luck. Like, luck is on your side. You're a healthier team than the teams you're playing. You can't deny that. And now this is when the test really comes, Pacers. Like, you're going up against a pretty much healthy Celtics team. I'm not sure if Porzingis will play. You know, and the Pacers love to play fast and in the full court transition basketball. If the game becomes a half court game, like, the Pacers have no way of. I don't think they have any way of breaking through that Celtics defense. Obviously, I'm not going to say it's a sweep. I don't think it will be a sweep. I think the Celtics have been cruising to this point. The Celtics have also had a pretty easy road with luck on their side with injuries, like Celtics beating up on an unhealthy Heat team and an unhealthy Cavs team. So, like, I think this just shows, like, the East is terrible. The East is terrible, man, especially with the injuries. Like, the West is so much more talented and better than the East. It's not even close. I think the Celtics will win this in probably 5 or 6. I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna say they're gonna win in 6. I'm gonna make my way over to the Western Conference, and this is the series that I'm looking forward to more, and that's the 5-seeded Mavericks against the 3-seeded Timberwolves. That starts today as this is uploaded, so Wednesday. Ooh. Now, and after the game was over, I was talking to my girl, like, what are the matchups gonna be? What are my initial thoughts? Because this is. Definitely wasn't expecting the Timberwolves to make it this far. I thought it would be the Nuggets. A lot to unpack here in this series. First of all, matchups. This is the most likely matchups in my opinion. I think McDaniels will guard Luka. Anthony Edwards will probably guard Kyrie, I guess. I mean, unless they put Conley on Kyrie. That's the issue. Like, if you put Anthony Edwards on Kyrie, who's Conley going to guard? He's going to be undersized. I think when you look at the starting lineups, I think the Mavericks have the better starting 5, but I think the Minnesota Timberwolves have the better bench. And there's something about Anthony Edwards right now. Like, he's one of those, like, he's on one of these runs right now where it's like he'd be stopped, you know? Like, it seems like the world's on his side. Like, this is a tough one for me because I'm a big fan of the Mavericks and their team, and I think this year is different. I think this year is their chance, their golden chance to make it to the finals, especially with the Nuggets already being out. And I think they have a good chance of winning this series, you know. I think what people don't think about is people think about it, but it's like the defense of the Timberwolves they're the best defense. They're the best defense left. It's a stifling defense. Is Luka going to get frustrated? Is Kyrie going to get frustrated? They have the size to guard the Mavericks. I think they have a huge size advantage. I don't think the Mavs have a good enough bench. I don't think you can really rely on Luka to score 40 a game and to play 45 to 50 minutes a game. I think that's unrealistic. And I think that's where the Timberwolves have an advantage on the depth side of things. Are we going to see some Luka and Anthony Edwards shit talking? That's going to be crazy. They're both. I mean, I don't know why Ant wouldn't be. Why can't Ant guard Luka? Like, why can't Ant guard Luka? I guess then I'd put Conley on Kyrie. That's kind of a miss. Even though people say Kyrie's a good or Conley's a good defender, why don't you just put him on Kyrie? What's going to be interesting? Anthony said in the post conference the other day that he was going to be on Kyrie, but that's the coach's decision, bro. That's the coach's decision. I gotta go with my gut here. I hope the Mavericks win, but at the end of the day, I think the Timberwolves are going to take this. I think it's going to go 7, but I think the Timberwolves are going to take this and make it to their NBA Finals. Wouldn't be surprised if Mavs win, but I think the defense and the depth of the Timberwolves, they have that advantage over the Mavericks, and just the size advantage alone. Kyrie's a difference maker, though. Like, I could see Kyrie going off a game, winning them a game alone. It'll be interesting, man. The The West is crazy. The Mavericks and Timberwolves have been in some dogfights already in this playoffs. They're going to be in another one. Mavericks seem a little more tired. Are they more tired already than the Timberwolves? Even though the Timberwolves have played an extra game. We'll see, man. The Celtics are easy path, man. Easy path to the finals. Celtics need a test, man. And they're going to get one, whether it's the Mavericks or the Timberwolves. They're going to get a test. They're going to get a rude awakening. I'll have to wait and see, though, man. Wait and see. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you guys enjoy these videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy the NBA videos. More to come. But, yeah. See y'all next time, y'all. Peace.